So screw that guy, right?
That guy kind of invited himself.
He's not helping us for free, and so we don't need to know his name.
Okay, we're live again.
Wait, what?
We crashed for a second. Don't worry.
Dude, I just finished the recap.
I don't know how long ago it crashed, but it's back.
DK, you do the recap.
Okay, so we were walking across a mountain. Yeti caused an avalanche. We got far along the path. Then we got kicked off the mountain by the avalanche. Then a Yeti came out of nowhere saving us, and we have a scaly friend. And now we're finding food for his Yetis.
It's an interesting interpretation of
Scaly
it.
Yetis?
Yeah.
I like that the scaly friend, like being the one who saved us, didn't even come up. That it was, oh yeah, the Yeti saved us.
It's fine.
Yeah, really. There was a guy on the back of that Yeti.
And the scaly friend invited himself into our party.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
So,
I don't think
fuck
he
that
invited
guy.
him, he invited himself.
No, I told you guys, I'm going. You can come or go.
And then we followed.
So,
Yeah.
is he the new party leader?
Followers.
I guess he's the party leader now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
We ever have a leader? Is
Save
that a
us.
thing we do?
I don't
know.
think we ever did. I think it was
We never
more
had
of,
a leader.
I think it was more political than that.
Political.
We have a leader now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are on the... Okay, so your surroundings. You're on mountaintops. Where you are right now is fairly flat, but to continue going forward, there is definitely a lot of rugged terrain, a lot of, difficult terrain around you. Some of it has cliffs, some of it has just unsafe areas, and there is a lot of snow everywhere right now because it just snowed the night before. What am I missing? You're pretty much going to have to climb a bunch of mountains to get around right now.
That sounds fun.
That is
Right now-
not skill sets.
Right now, you guys are on a platform that's kind of on the side of the mountain, which is right now flat. But you could see that if you climb down, there might be like, well, there will probably be areas where you won't at least fall hundreds of feet if you slip.
I like not falling hundreds. I inevitably slip.
So, is this terrain considered difficult terrain?
Difficult terrain.
Yes! Ruby's fine. You guys
We
might
love
struggle.
He's having a great time. With her bare feet.
I mean, she's wearing boots now.
Yeah.
She might not be wearing socks, but she's wearing boots.
Gross.
Okay.
You can see some of the Yetis off in the distance, or two of the Yetis. They're just kind of wrestling with each other.
That's nice. That's a nice Yeti bonding time.
It looks very violent.
Okay, we're not going to disturb their happy bonding time.
We can bond with them by wrestling with them.
No.
Ah.
Did I mention the one that saved you guys was 14 feet tall?
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's fine.
I rode a 14-foot tall Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And I thought I was tall at 7 feet.
Sounds like another day at the office.
I mean, how else would you ride him if he's not bigger than you? That'd be kind of awkward.
Okay, well, I thought maybe like 10 feet, not like 14.
Yeah, most Yetis are 10 feet.
But this one's a big boy.
Big,
Wow.
big boy.
Very big boy.
I wonder if this big boy is the leader.
Are they attacking him?
The one that saved you guys aren't wrestling with the others. He's kind of staying closer to you.
That's
And
nice of him.
And
Your
the
friend?
Yeti herder.
He's our friend now.
Yeah, he likes me.
We're not
Aw.
keeping it as a pet.
Ruby's
I think
keeping
we
his...
hit it off real well.
Ruby is keeping her distance from the Yeti.
What, we're not gonna start a zoo?
Wrong campaign. You guys could start one, I guess. Good luck getting that Yeti.
That sounds like a hellacious side quest. Start a zoo.
Naturally, we do it.
Of course.
Okay. No. Okay. So we need to find. We're looking for a cave for a giant bug thing, if I remember right.
Yes,
Right.
cave fishers.
Okay.
So
Do we get any indication where to look for caves, or where to go for that, or we just?
didn't you
Fine
say
blind.
you saw some earlier? She said looking towards. Did we get his name? Torin?
Yeah.
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 Okay. She said towards Torin.
Thought the Yeti herder said in the last one that he knew of a cave where they existed.
Something.
He doesn't. No, he
No?
kind of looks back and is like, "No, I wouldn't have you guys go searching for the food if I knew where it was."
Oh, maybe-
Speaking
That's what I was about to say.
Speaking of which, here, this might help. And he kind of like reaches in a pouch on his back, starts fumbling around a little bit. And he hands who's closest. I'm
I guess
going to say he's going to hand it all to Torin.
Yeah.
He hands you a couple, probably about 3 of these round glass-like objects that look like it has some kind of goopy fluid in it.
Hmm.
So, like, if you throw these at a target, it will attract the Yetis.
Okay.
Interesting.
That way, you don't have to come find me after you find them. You just throw these at the
So
food.
we find the
So-
food and we get to look at it.
I will put these Yeti bombs in my backpack.
Okay.
I like the names.
Yeti
Don't-
bomb.
Yeah, don't anybody touch me for fear of them going off.
Right.
Oh no!
That's the last thing we need is one of these to break prematurely.
Sounds very dangerous.
No,
I
got
mean,
Yeti bomb
it's
all
fine.
over me.
Torin will just need a new backpack, as the Yetis eat his old one and everything inside.
Yeah.
I found the outside.
And probably us if there's no more food around. Okay, so
Don't give the DM an idea that he already has.
so.
Oh, I got plenty of ideas, don't worry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
so they said somebody said they saw a cave towards the direction I was in earlier.
Oh, I
You
think it
could
was.
point them in the direction that you saw the cave fisher, but you didn't necessarily see a cave there, did you?
You saw a cave fisher already?
Part of my backstory.
All right.
Yeah, so you do know where of a place that you saw a cave fisher.
Because remember I'm supposed to have
You're fine. I got you. Yeah.
have battled one once.
Okay.
You have.
So I assume that was in a cave.
Actually, it was not. It was in a, it was in the mountains, not very far from where you guys are. And there were a lot of ledges, along the mountains, and it kind of poked its head out. And
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
wait a minute. No, now that I remember, you actually did go in a small cave towards it, and then that's right. You got ambushed, and then you brought it outside. That's what happened.
Yeah. I was able to lure one outside, and there was more in there, was there not?
Yeah, I think you got ambushed by 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, so
And I-
wait, are you telling us that you encountered one that you got ambushed by them?
Well, we're trying to remember if I actually did, but if Ender can confirm that I have been ambushed by these cave fishers, then
Yeah,
yes, I
you
will
have.
in turn tell the party. What's up?
You have indeed been ambushed by cave fishers before.
Okay, then I will tell the party that and point them in the direction of said cave that I was in.
Okay, it's out north where you guys are. You went a little past the mountains of where you are, and you could see off in the distance. Even though there's a lot of mountains around you, you could actually see pretty clearly, kind of like a ravine-like area between the mountains, with a lot of ledges. Seems like a very good place to get ambushed, which is probably why he got ambushed.
Ooh, a great location to do that.
Oh, I can think there was a bunch of ledges with these guys.
And he points out that there's a cave along one of the ledges.
But he doesn't
That he
know
didn't
which
get to explore
ledge.
that much yet.
Sounds like a better start than randomly wandering through the mountains.
Yeah, I mean, I vote we go that way. It's better than wandering aimlessly.
Sure.
Okay, how high are you guys?
So high. Why is it so high up?
Yeah, you guys gotta do quite a bit of climbing down.
Hey, it's fine. We can just go climb. We can just go above it and then rappel down. Ooh.
Can
Okay.
we though?
Make a perception check.
Actually, I don't know if the snake can rappel down. Perception.
Sorry, that thought was bad. Oh.
Hold on. I think it's a straight roll. 6.
Oh yeah, that looks very easy.
Can I help?
Yeah, we can just rappel down.
Can I take a
Please.
Yeah, Interest, you could.
10.
Yeah, you agree with her. It looks very easy.
Oh great, so we're gonna rappel down.
Simple enough.
Are there any rocks or anything we can hook our ropes to?
There's a lot of mountains and stuff. I'd imagine there are a whole lot of rocks.
Follow-up
There you go.
question. Can we take my big Yeti and use him as an anchor?
Okay,
have a-
are you walking up
have
to
a
the
python into
Yeti
it?
right now?
No, I'm asking if we can take him with us.
You don't know. You want to ask the Yeti, or do you want to ask the Yeti herder?
Probably the Yeti herder. I don't feel like the Yeti
Talk
speaks
to a
English.
Right?
I feel like that might be a bit of a language barrier.
Yeah, probably.
I'll ask the Yeti herder if the big Yeti can come with us.
He was already kind of stalking us.
He likes me. Leave him alone.
He can be good. I'm not making a judgment here.
No, I think this one's going to stay with me. And I don't recommend riding any of the others.
Darn, my big furry baby can't come.
Free
That's
baby.
not creepy at all.
I just want to sit here and like hold him like Baymax. Hairy baby.
The creature that's twice your size.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to sit here and lay him in my lap and pet his fur. It's fine. Moving on.
I think I like our new scaly friend.
Right. I forgot to make a pet name for
Oh,
this
I was
guy.
muted. Shit.
Nice.
I was saying that Baymax is pretty large compared to the main character of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Alright.
Okay, so who's going first? Because it's not going to be me.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm fine. I'm light. I'm a good test.
Could I check for any ambushes prepared from the distance?
With your roll you got earlier, you can't really see much over there.
So, yeah, there's no ambush ready. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
You could try again once you get closer.
Yeah, I'm going to do that then.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are far off, so you guys have to make sure you're ready to climb down. Or however you want to do this, climb along the mountainside. How are you guys doing
Because
this?
the last time we climbed the mountain, we did so
Okay.
well.
Didn't we decide we were just going to rappel?
What do you
Yeah.
get?
I thought we already decided we were going to rappel down
Oh, okay.
from above.
Oh. So that means...
I feel like
I'm not nervous at all.
Well, then you go first.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, pick someone lightweight that's easy to catch if something goes bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so on this platform that you guys are on, you start going north until eventually, at the edge of this platform, there's just mountain to the side of you, or you're gonna have to, kind of walk. More like climb, walk. There's moments where you could just walk, moments where you have to kind of climb over to the next spot where you could walk. There's no path anymore where you guys are.
Oh.
So you're kind of climbing on mountains here.
Yeah.
so. Are we
Okay.
close enough now?
No. I'm making sure you guys actually do this.
We're getting to the point.
Okay.
We're forced to do this now.
Not really, but...
Okay.
What's happening?
You guys are on the edge of your
Lord.
platform. You are looking down at the steep ledge in front of you, and
Ah,
to the
yes.
side where there's a bunch of rocky mountains that you guys could try to climb along to try and get over to your destination.
Ah, yes.
Up high.
Ruby, you seemed confident. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're at a point. So we need to head down where we're at, correct?
Yeah.
You technically don't need to do anything.
I think
To get to
With
our
the plan we're
destination,
go-
Ender.
with the plan we're going for, I
With
think
the
we
plan
need to
we're
go up.
going for. Is that
So if you go down, you'll eventually hit the bottom of the mountain range, kind of.
Mhm.
If we plan to rappel down on them, I think we have to go up.
Yeah.
So,
We have to
so
go
if you
up,
go
then back
down, you'll
once we
reach the
get there.
bottom into this pit-like area. Then to get from there to the ravine area, there are still some mountainous areas in the way that you still have to climb over to get over there. 'cause
Oh, okay.
there's mountains and stuff.
So
Or
if
you
we head
could
over.
go around and climb all the way from the side, staying up high.
Ender,
but
do you
that's
have a black scene on Roll20 we can go to try to figure out, draw, and see what we think we're understanding? Because I think I understand what you're saying, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
A very confident yeah from Ender.
Sorry, I'm setting up a blank
Okay.
space.
So it
You're
sounds
fine.
like we're here. Our destination is here. Why am I drawing with that? Okay. And
I
there
don't know.
are mountains here. So we need to head down and then up and over mountains. And then back down here.
Okay, so wait, is there another way? Can we go around? Can we?
Yeah, so all around there's mountains to your side that you could climb onto. But if you fall, you're falling.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So it's either we climb the mountains to the sides where we could fall to our death, or we climb the mountains to our front that maybe we don't fall to our death.
Can we go through instead?
Okay, so the ones down, they're technically mountains because you're in a mountain range and it's all
Mhm.
kind of connecting together. But from this area, it looks more like large hills that you'll be
Mm.
climbing.
Okay, so
Like,
it's not
there'll still be
super
some
steep like
climbing
that.
and stuff, and still might be a little risky, but
I'm just
they're
trying
not like super big mountains, you know.
to understand the pros and cons.
So we have big mountains behind us that we can climb and go across, but we have a risk of falling to our death. We go down here, we have a risk of falling to our death, but then it's a straight shot through over less
Or
steep
hills.
hills. Is that what I'm understanding?
Pretty much.
Ender.
Hmm?
Do I know much about these creatures?
Which make a nature check.
Sorry, my cat wants attention.
Well, give her attention.
I'm trying to, but he wants it, and then I go to pet her, and she
Can't
walks away.
imagine your character would know that
Lucy
much
does
about
that.
these characters. Though.
16.
Okay. You haven't seen one of these in person or anything like that, but you remember, like maybe you read up on something or maybe you heard rumors about it, that they typically, they typically hunt alone. They typically stay in caves, and they are like big scorpion-like creatures.
So they don't really do anything like with pack tactics?
No. Or
And-
so what you've heard.
One more thing. Would I have known specifically if they do tend to set up ambushes?
Who's meowing?
Sorry, it's my cat.
Yeah,
Alright,
okay.
sorry, what was that, Inlay?
Would I know if they typically do tend to set up ambushes at all? Do they have that sort of intelligence?
With your 16, you've heard of it happening before, but doesn't sound like that's what they're known for.
If they hunt alone, why don't we just go straight towards the end location rather than complicating the shit out of this stuff? If it attacks us, it attacks us. It's 5 versus 6.
Yeah.
The point is also to fight them.
Well, all I have to do is throw a Yeti bomb, and they'll come do it for us.
Well, we'll have to stall until then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I say we just go
That's what
straight.
the Yeti
for it.
bomb is.
Ruby's going to look for several rocks, and yeah, near big rocks, big sturdy stuff, rocks or branches or roots or something to tie ropes to. And she's going to tie one end to one of the rocks, one end to herself, and Flawed, can I borrow one of your ropes?
Okay, so I'm a bit confused about the rope situation. I think I gave it to you earlier. Did I give it back?
Probably.
I think you still have it, Ruby.
Oh, I still have it? Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to take Flawed's rope and attach it to another rock.
You're
And
welcome.
then it to herself. And then...
You got 50 feet on each of those, right?
Yep. Interez, can you do the math? Can you judge the distance to the bottom and make sure the rope is like 3 feet or slightly 3 feet less, so if I fall I don't die?
And
Ender?
we all die someday.
Anyway, you look down, and sure, make an intelligence check.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be perception?
No, this is to try and figure out how
If-
far
It's to
down
do
it is.
math.
Oh no.
11.
Oh
Best of
no.
all maths.
Okay, it's
I'm
very
terrible at
easy.
math.
It is a lot more than 50 feet.
Oh. Shit.
Well,
By my
What about
character's
100
estimate,
feet?
how far down is it?
With the 11, you can't tell how far down, but you know that 50
estimate.
feet is not enough.
I can't get an estimate.
Can he estimate if 100 feet is enough?
You start to become a little more uncertain the farther, or the more rope you start to add.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so
100 feet is a long rappel.
Yeah.
would it be perception if I were to toss a rock down there, judge gravity pretty much type thing, and be able to
That
tell how
sounds
far-
like
That's
intelligence
still
as well.
Yeah. Perception is seeing.
Yeah.
Intelligence is math.
Can someone else throw a rock down there and help him out with his
Do you want to throw someone down there to
Yeah.
measure it out?
Ruby.
Just toss someone right down.
I mean, we
That's not
already
what I said.
have a
Before you
picture.
hit the ground, just tell us how far it is.
Oh
It
my
was.
god.
Right.
We already have a picture of Doxus throwing Flawed over the cliff.
Yeah, we could just use that panel. We
You
can
can
use
go fishing and you can be the bait. You can just go all the way down.
Just imagine it's water beneath.
Yeah.
You can
There's
test
nothing to
see if
catch you
Brimboy
except
can
the
fly.
wall.
No. You can't.
So,
Don't.
yeah, I'd say if somebody wants to assist me, I'd probably go to who has the highest intelligence in this group.
Not me.
Kind of expected.
Plus 2.
Brimboy has +2.
Yours is +3. I think yours is the highest.
Yeah, but I rolled an 11.
Wait, who said they had plus 3?
Interesting.
Enterus
Oh.
has +3, but
Okay, Ruby's going
Yeah,
to
well.
help, I guess.
do you
Okay.
have proficiency in intelligence?
Oh, I forgot
Oh.
about that.
Or I guess that you can't really have proficiency in intelligence.
Saving.
Yeah,
Oh wait, that's a saving throw proficiency.
You know what? Go ahead.
Okay.
Antares tosses a rock down.
11.
11. Yeah, you're both looking at it, and you know 50 isn't enough, but you're having a hard time figuring out exactly how far it is.
Maybe 200.
Why don't we just skip
Well,
this?
how many ropes do we have?
Why don't we just skip this extra BS and just go down another way?
What other way? We have limited options here.
I mean,
Jump.
we could walk around the cliff to
I'll be right back.
find a different route.
Ender, is there a way down without hiking with a
We
piston
could
and
jump.
rope?
You could rock climb.
Oh yeah, we could.
Oh god.
We could just rock climb.
Well, yeah, we can just,
We probably
get
still need
easy
rope
task of
time.
rock climbing.
I mean, it's easier to rock climb down than it is to rappel if you don't have the exact numbers, right?
By the way, from experience, I could tell you, rock climbing down can be a lot harder than rock climbing up.
Oh, so rock
fair.
climbing down is
I can
harder
say the
than
same.
rappelling down, probably.
You
Well,
know who doesn't have
repellent-
experience?
Repellent is
Me.
not actually rock. Repellent isn't actually rock climbing. You're pretty much just letting your weight fall, grabbing
Yeah.
onto the rope to stop it, and then just letting yourself land.
I've done that too. It's very easy.
But if we don't have enough rope, well, you could rappel with relative safety as long as you manage to hold on to the rope.
I mean, she's already tied into the rope. Or one of them.
We're gonna extend the rope to 100 feet and then just push Ruby. No.
Can you make?
I was literally just thinking I'm about to push Ruby
Long
off this
live the-
cliff.
Long live the king.
Long live the Queen Ruby.
I'll live.
What type of ropes do we have? Are they hemp or are
They're
they?
hemp.
Fuck.
They're hemp.
Happen rope.
Damn it. I was going to try to fuse them together, but that's not gonna work with hemp rope.
What? You're gonna fuse them?
How do you fuse rope together?
Well,
Flame.
you know,
Depending
just
on the material it's made out of, you can melt rope into each other. That's not gonna
Yeah.
work with hemp rope.
you
I don't
can,
think we
but
guys
that's
have
not-
plastic rope.
Yeah,
But we don't.
we don't. That's why I said that's not gonna work. Okay.
Well, we'll just tie the ropes together.
If someone is
and
good at
then-
knots,
Well,
I'm sure Torin's good at knots. Torin has military experience, so knot tying is generally a
boys.
skill that you. Yeah, it's a Boy Scouty skill.
Yeah, you can.
You know,
I was in the
there's-
Dragon Scouts, okay?
There's a specific mod just for repelling, so you could just do that.
Yeah.
There's a
You
what?
could just do double fisherman.
Oh, sure.
What are you doing?
Double fisherman knot. It's
It's very unclear what we're doing, or if
Okay, I
Pretty
mean,
much.
You never know what we're doing, okay?
I'm
Apparently
not
it's a
too
tight
worried
knot.
about your knots.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I
Do we have to
guess.
reinforce?
Can you guys hold part of the rope as well, just in case?
Why
Just
don't
in
we do
case
this?
you start
Why don't we
falling
do
to your
this?
death?
Okay? We have 5 people on the other side of the rope. We have 100 feet of rope.
Yeah.
Why don't we just act like we let go for a little bit, then grab back on?
Ruby glares daggers at Antares.
No, like bringing you down like an actual rappel.
Yeah, just like letting it slip through our hands, kind of slow
Yeah.
and controlled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot better than what it sounded
Yeah,
like Antares was saying.
The only issue I have with that is there's still going to be somebody at the top at the end of this.
Yeah, the person at the top could just sit there and cry.
Oh, that's
Um,
true.
Well, wait.
Because there's no guarantee. I mean, it is tied to a rock. Actually, we can attach
What
it to
we,
a pigeon.
no. We could pretty much make a zip line out of it.
zip line.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Wait, I can
Hold
stay here, and then you make a zip line to the end, and then I will
What
use
happens
that.
if I without the proper math is gonna turn out so bad?
You guys just have to catch me. It'll be fine.
it's
I mean,
fine. You guys
That's
just
the-
have
the
to.
child
long as you
murdering zip
actually-
line.
As long as you actually are going about it the right way and not super fast, the rope won't burn.
You guys
That's
just
the
have
thing,
to.
we had to do the right math.
You guys just have to jump off before you face plant into a cliffside.
Okay, so it's confirmed. Okay, and
Oh,
start
no.
working on the knot.
Okay.
How are we going to make a zip line if we're directly above the cave we're trying to get into?
We aren't
Yeah,
directly
like,
above
we're
the
just
We
cave.
are not. We are not
We are.
directly above it.
This
Oh.
black box with the X in it is where we're going, and we're the red squiggly on the right.
Okay.
I
Cool.
call Bird Boy
Yeah,
doesn't go last.
I don't know what that all means. I'm just going along with this rope idea.
It's mostly just a sketch to
It
give
is
a
just to
deep
give
cat
no
an idea
information
at
to me.
least.
Okay,
It
beautiful.
helps
So
the cat
yes,
not me.
a zip line will work. But how are we going to fasten the other end?
By sending someone down by repelling them.
Okay. Can they walk across this rocky terrain at the bottom here?
Easy.
That's what we have to do. Yeah.
Difficult terrain is
What's
Ruby's specialty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
okay.
have advantage on that.
Just making sure I was clear.
Okay, so did Anthros finish tying the knot, or do I have to make a performance check?
You guys could finish the knot. How much rope do you have?
We
100
have
feet?
about 109 or 99 feet, because 1 foot just for tying a knot.
Oh
Right.
shit, we're using 4 ropes? Okay.
50 feet rope.
They're 50 feet each.
Yep, 50 feet each. And we've got everyone has one at least. Okay.
How about this? We put in 150 feet of rope. First of all, we're gonna subtract about 20 feet to tie Ruby, 1 foot to make the knot. So
Oh.
that'd be 21 feet subtracted from 150.
How fat do you think
Okay,
Ruby
it
is?
takes
20
about 5 feet. No, sorry. Takes about 3. She's very small.
Okay.
Takes about 2 feet to tie Ruby.
Shit, that's a lot
Aw.
than I expected.
20 feet to tie Ruby?
Uh,
Jeez.
Two-
Say shit, with all that rope, we could make a full body harness for you, Ruby.
I wasn't doing the math there. I was just like, okay, section off the mount, section off the mount.
Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. With, like, how we would do it back at the rock climbing gyms and stuff.
Yeah.
Take much.
So there we go. There we go. That would be 3 feet in total, gone from 150. So 147.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I'm terrified, but this might
Who's
work.
the weakest? Who's the weakest amongst us?
It takes about 5 feet to tie it up to a rock, though.
Wait, who's the weakest amongst us, though?
Weakest
Oh.
in what aspect?
Strength.
My strength is 8.
My strength is
What?
9.
Mine is 14.
I am.
So we're sending Ruby down, but Flawed can keep an eye out, because we're not going to be able to see Ruby.
Yep,
Yep,
I can
yep.
keep an eye out.
Okay.
Why don't you also send one of her, or does she already have one of those sending stones?
I do have a sending stone.
Oh, yeah, he
Stone has
did.
a limit.
Yeah.
Get out again.
Sending Stone has a limit. You can only use it like once or twice
Per day or
per
ever?
day.
That's fine.
So,
Which means, Stop! Dead.
Oh my god. Wait.
Well, I don't think it's been used yet, has it?
Not today, no.
Not
Yeah.
today.
Not ever, I think.
Yeah.
Let me double check the rules on Sending Stone just to make sure. Spell.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah,
better
back
if someone
again.
with a higher perception be the one keeping an eye out?
But yeah, mine's not great.
Mine's -1, so
We
let's
want
not
as
go
much
there.
strength as possible to avoid.
Hmm?
We want as much strength to avoid you falling to your death because we failed the strength check.
I was gonna say I can hold the rope. My strength is 17 plus 3.
Yeah, but imagine you getting that one. That's why we're having
I'm-
multiple people
I'm
hold it.
kind of concerned about not seeing me and then going splat.
no. You replicate Sending Stones. It doesn't say anything about a limit for that, so Sending Stones 5e.
I mean, Ruby, we'll be able to hear you.
We
Well-
could hear if you scream.
Literally, all you have to do is, it's like when you're running
Ah.
something in the blind. It's you call out, 50 feet, 40 feet, 30 feet.
Yeah,
Oh.
so the spell can be, the power could be used once, after which the stone regains its magic at dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, sending stones are pretty mild.
okay.
So, okay, do we want to have highest perception or lowest strength? Keeping the check. Because I don't think, would it take too much to figure out if Ruby's too close to the ground or not? Ender? Because our decision would be based on that, and I'm pretty sure our characters would know.
So you guys could just slowly let her down over time,
Yeah, but
and there
time.
won't be any problem with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, I thought rappelling is
Falling.
generally them walking down the side of the cliff.
More jumping.
Yeah, it's more
Okay.
jumping.
Yeah, but if you're just slowly letting her down, she won't
Yeah,
get hurt.
Won't
Ruby
we
can
have to
just
make
tell us
strength
how far she is from the ground.
rolls? Okay.
That,
Well-
that too.
Ruby still has Ascendant Stone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to tell Ruby, send me a message with Ascendant Stone once you are about 5 to 10 feet away from the ground.
Okay.
Okay, everyone grab onto the rope.
Got it.
Okay.
Who gets the
Wow.
Fusroda? Who gets the Fusroda, Ruby?
What?
Go down.
This is Sparta.
She can start getting down herself. She doesn't need us to push her.
Ruby's just gonna stare at Antares and then just take us. Everything is tight, right? At this point.
Yeah.
It's a bit hot, yeah.
Okay,
I'd
then
imagine you guys could get that all tightened fairly easily,
Then-
especially with a new party member.
she's going to take the step of faith.
Okay, you put your faith in Antares Torin.
Is it bad that I have more faith in Torin?
Yes,
And I just
Yeah.
got here, and you don't know me.
that
Yeah,
is
I would. You
Okay.
got some sketchy party members, man.
We
Andrew,
got you, Ruby.
She has faith that Doxus won't kill her.
Oh, okay.
Doxus?
Is Doxus not on the rope?
No,
Just
I'm
wasn't
holding it.
mentioned at all until just now.
No, I said I would grab it.
I would assume
Okay.
everyone except Flawed who's on the rope right now.
So
Even little
we-
bird
I
boy.
We
would
pretty
not
much
be
agreed everyone, including Flawed, grabs the rope.
Oh, everyone
Me too?
including Flawed.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. All right,
We're
sure.
using
Oh, including Flawed? I thought Flawed was keeping an eye out.
Yeah, we were going to do that, but Flood's going to be using the Sending Stone.
All
Or
pulling the rope.
Ruby is going to be using the
Oh.
Sending Stone
Okay.
to contact me.
Sure. Bird Boy, are you on the rope?
Yeah, sure. What? Yeah.
You don't have to.
He's not very strong.
I mean,
Every little bit adds to the AC if we have to roll.
Yeah, okay. He'll help.
Okay, everyone make a strength check except for Ruby.
This is why.
Oh.
This is when we
What
get
is...
3, 4, 5 natural ones.
Why am I doing this?
Six.
No, don't
Okay,
jinx.
15.
We're not.
15.
Well, this is not...
I think we have.
I do good pull. I do very good pull.
Wait, Torn hasn't rolled yet.
Yep.
No, what was my command again for this one, bro?
Strength check.
Slash roll D20 plus modifier.
Okay.
You have your character sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Double check here.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Checking things.
I hope.
Someone for. Oh wait, no, everyone rolled. Okay. Ruby is very light, and as you kind of slowly let her down, you start to wonder if she's actually at the end of the rope. Ruby.
Okay.
Ruby, are you at the end of the rope?
Slowly going down, hopping along. Takes a couple minutes before you start to reach the bottom, and what are you saving your sending stone for?
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, if
5,
I'm just
10,
walking
20,
down to the bottom, they wanted me to send a message when I'm at 5 feet from the bottom, but does it really matter?
I
If
mean,
I
if
get to
the
the
rope
bottom-
is too short,
Way
the
down.
rope is too short, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm saving it for if the rope is too short. I'll
Okay.
let them know as soon as I'm, I guess,
So
at the
you
end
start
of the
getting
rope.
really close. So you're about 30 feet away, and then 25, 20, 15. Enterus, or actually everyone, whoever's at the back, I guess, would realize you guys are starting to run out of rope.
How much
And
more?
This is a steep cliff.
How much more?
about about 8 feet off the ground, Ruby's dangling there, and you guys are holding on to the last bit of rope.
So close.
Okay. So
Oh,
Hey,
Just,
I was gonna
just
say,
tie
No,
her to
Ruby
the
can
ground,
Ruby
it's
can
fine.
definitely drop down.
So
You
that
are
Can she
tied
reach
to
the
the
rope
rope,
once
and
she's down to
They
pull
are
it out?
holding the rope for you, and they don't know how high you are.
And if the
Okay.
rope
Doesn't tie
suddenly gets
herself.
lighter,
So-
if the rope suddenly gets lighter, that's going to be concerning.
Ruby's just gonna untie herself.
Anything's at the end of the rope anyway.
Ruby
okay,
is going.
if it's only 8 feet, my Torin has a great sword. We could tie the end of our rope onto like around the hilt of the sword. That'll drop her another 4
Oh,
feet.
and like,
Guys,
yeah,
well,
we
if she
hold the blade
Guys.
if we wanted to.
guys,
Feet doesn't matter.
you're overcomplicating this.
We're just going to hold it until Ruby
Ruby's just
tells
gonna
us what's up.
untie herself and flip herself down onto her feet.
Well, the rope certainly gets lighter.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
The rope doesn't get
Actually,
lighter. I'm going to tell Flod to take
the rope doesn't even get lighter.
the rope doesn't get light.
Oh, she's just so light that we don't even notice.
Well,
Do you-
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you don't know that
Flod
she's
to go
down.
take
You're
a look,
waiting
see
for
what-
that sending
We're
stone.
just still holding it.
Thunder, do you need
I'm
me to
gonna-
roll or no?
What are you rolling for? I'm sorry.
Flipping
8
my
feet.
untying myself and flipping
Actually,
myself
make
down to
a
the
good
ground.
point. Make an acrobatics check to not slip.
15.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Woo!
So yeah, I'm down.
Yay!
Now for the
So-
difficult part. That
After
rope is
waiting
8 feet.
for a little bit,
How
after
tall
waiting
am
for
I?
a little bit, Andres is just going to ask Flawed to check.
5,
You doing
7, 8.
So how the sending stone like works once a day, right? We're waiting for Ruby to send us a message.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we waited a bit and still no response, so I just want Flawed to check. What's up?
Like, I should
Just
send
look
a
over?
message.
Take a look.
Okay,
with
yeah,
your
I'll look.
eyes.
Okay, that's fine. I'll look
Okay,
over.
Flawed, you look down, and Ruby, what are you doing, by the way?
Ruby... The plan is to make... I guess the plan was to make a,
Zip line.
zip line. So Ruby needs to get the rope somehow. So what does she
Oh.
have? It's
So
3
if you
feet...
untied the rope from around you, it did.
Oh,
give
that'll
you-
drop it 2 more feet.
couple
Yeah,
extra.
Ruby can get that. Can reach that. 8. That's 5. Yeah, Ruby can grab that.
But
But
once
what are
you
we doing?
take that and start running,
How?
you realize it's now too high to reach.
Yeah,
Because
that's
as
the
you start to
question.
go farther,
If-
it gets higher.
I'm just gonna wait for Ruby to send me a message because I need to know this in order to. do it.
Flawed, you look down and
You're
you
fine.
see Ruby trying to walk with the rope, but it's too high as she gets farther from the edge. It's like, why can't I do this?
Oh, okay, do we have a little bit more rope? I think Ruby needs a little bit.
I should still have a rope.
We should still have more. So how much more feet are we at? In 100?
Oh my god.
Ruby got to the ground, so she's all right. She just
Well, we need to make the zip line. That's gonna add some feet.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot
Yeah.
to make a zip line that doesn't make us smush on the ground.
Yeah. So we're not gonna be going down super fast either. We're just gonna be taking our time with it. But
Flawed, if you're still
I don't
looking
think
over
you
the
can
edge,
control the
Yeah.
speed of the zip line if it's really
Ruby
fine.
is,
it's knotted, so we can't even go down it with sliding. We're gonna have to climb down. We just use the zip line for help.
you see Ruby trying to tie
God.
a cloak to the end of the rope
Actually,
and tighten it into a rope.
I just had a better idea.
not a bad idea.
I had a better idea.
So you say.
Instead of a zip line. What we could do is we could pitten it up on top of here and just mountain climb down.
That
Okay, so the
is
point
what
was
we
to-
just...
Yeah, but now we have the rope all the way down. And we didn't have to judge distance because we did it that way. So, no harm, no foul.
Okay.
Till you guys fall 150 feet.
No.
Yeah. Yep,
We're
that's
going
favorite.
down with the rope to assist us.
So yeah, Ruby's currently tying a cloak to the end of the rope to, make a cloak rope.
You know, the classic cloak rope.
I think that might break under some weight of
Probably.
Dawkins.
Maybe. Who knows?
Hey.
So, are you
Okay,
sending extra rope down?
Yeah, I'm going to tie in another 100 feet. I think that is actually the last of our rope, anyways.
Probably.
Okay, Ruby, you tie this cloak onto the rope and start trying again, and you start making it a lot farther. About
Yes!
100
I knew it would work.
Like,
Yes, I knew my cloak was 100
very
feet.
helpful.
It worked better than she was expecting.
Let's see, doing a bit of math. Okay, so you can make it to the bottom of one of these hills, and there's still some slack left of that rope. This hill kind of angles a bit, and you have, in order to get a good zip line going, you're gonna have to climb it a bit higher.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's practically them just falling down again and hitting the cliff.
That sounds fun. So, but yeah, she can climb the hill.
Okay.
I'm gonna make that zip line that. Oh god.
Go ahead and
Oh,
make
no.
an athletics check for climbing. Don't you have things to help you with climbing?
Yeah, I've got difficult terrain does not affect her. I've got pittons. I've got I can easily rock climb with pittons and pittons. So you said...
Well, make an athletics check.
Oh, shit. Okay. That is not what I meant to do, because you guys can't even see that number. Roll 1d20 minus 1.
You
9.
click the modifier in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ironically, I rolled the same number in both places.
you start climbing this hill, get a couple of feet until, like, you start stepping on snow, and then you slip, and you
Stupid
start
snow.
tumbling down a little bit, but
Oof.
you don't fall that hard. It's kind of like you slide off, and you get a couple of scratches on you, but you're not that hurt.
Stupid snow.
You try again.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the end of this
She's trying to
campaign,
run this time. Oh,
I've
fuck.
all things winter.
So this time she sprints at the hill and rolls a 6.
This time you sprint at the hill, jump onto it, and try to climb up, but then right away, rocks and snow is kind of like falling off, and then you tumble out, and you like roll off the mountain this time.
Oh. Bye.
No.
That was the end of Ruby.
Thankfully, you're holding a rope.
With 100 extra feet.
But you did hit some walls or some rocks on your way down that hill,
Oh no.
and you take lucky you, only 1 point of damage.
Lucky
Yay.
you.
But yeah, you feel like you could have fallen off the mountain there.
Oh god.
Ruby, you're not doing very good, are you?
I guess she's going to pull herself up. That's the wrong thing. She's going to try to pull herself back up onto normal ground again.
Yeah, that's easy enough. You're pretty close to normal ground.
Okay. Let's try it this way. Because it was too dangerous to just climb up. She is going to try to cartwheel up.
You know what?
What?
Roll with disadvantage.
Ruby?
I'm trying to get acrobatics.
Okay, make this a little bit more reasonable, and I'll consider it.
Okay, that's fair.
Could I offer a
Only
suggestion?
cartwheeling up a mountain.
Could I offer a suggestion?
What?
Could I offer a suggestion to make acrobatics?
Do you want to yell at Ruby?
I mean, he has a sending stone.
Yeah.
That can only be used once, so we won't know when the zipline is
That's
actually...
true.
Come on, Ruby, you
I
could do it.
try swinging, but that doesn't make sense with a rope, because I would be swinging back towards the place I came from.
Yeah.
What is qualified as acrobatics versus athletics, though?
Athletics is when you're using your muscle and strength to try to get something done. Acrobatics is when you're using your agility and
I think you still need muscle and strength in order to take advantage of agility.
Okay, you're being too technical with this though.
Fair.
The difference between dex or strength. Are you using your strength or are you using dexterous?
What if Ruby just jumps between rocks, or, like, rock handholds?
I'll be right back.
Okay, so you're like trying to jump from like solid points of the rock to other solid points of the rock to try and hop up.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make your acrobatics check. It's a little harder because of the snow and stuff, but
That's fair. Oh, come on. 15.
okay.
Might be on the edge.
So you start hopping up, and there's points where you feel like you almost lose your footing, but you catch yourself and make it up to a pretty decent point where you
Sweet.
feel that the rope might be at a good spot to lay and not cause death if they try to zip line on this.
Okay, so Ruby's going to secure it with a piton. However Antris told her to do it at the top of the cliffs. And then she's going to send the OK signal through the Stone of Far Speech.
Thanks. Well, we got the okay.
Alright, how are you guys going down?
Soren can go first.
The disposable new one. Good plan.
I was gonna say let's choose the next lightest member of this party to go down, just to make sure everything's in good.
Technically, there
I was
isn't a
gonna say,
next
if we
lightest.
could-
Technically, Good Boy is lighter than Ruby.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Ruby's
Well,
just more
the
dexterous.
way I was thinking it, if it can carry Torin's weight, it can carry everyone's weight.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Also, well,
Rather
in
than
that
just
case, it would be Doxus, not me.
Yeah, because it's pretty.
Yeah, Doxus is pretty heavy.
Doxus first?
So, Doxus,
Yeah,
I'd wrap
Doxus
that
is
tail
good.
around this zip line and let's get to going here.
Laura
I don't
is
think you
also
should
really
say that to
heavy.
Doxus, you're
She
gonna die.
is with you guys.
It's Laura. do
Also,
it again.
we call him K because we don't know his name's Doxus.
Alright, fair.
Wait, what did you just say, Ender?
Solara is with you guys. She can go
We
first.
send Solara first. And then
But she's
Jess
not
comes
here to
back in
defend
next
herself.
session and she's dead.
Laura also isn't expendable, though.
So... this is very mean to everyone.
god.
This is how Antares is, to be fair. That's the way he's seeing things as.
So Doxus and Torin are expendable, but Solara is not.
I'll go down first.
Ruby, it's more of a joke thing. He doesn't believe anything bad will happen. Torin, it's a complete stranger.
I'll go. Let's do this.
This Torin.
YOLO.
He's not very offended at being called expendable, is he?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay?
Oh god.
I'm
Well
gonna
said.
hold on to the zipline just in case something goes wrong.
That's nice. I'm not sure how it'll help, but it's nice.
Okay, what?
And
Oh
I-
shit.
since
Okay.
I can actually send a message back, I'm gonna
If
tell.
you smash into a rock face and almost die, Bird Boy can try to get to you fast enough to
So,
kill
Since-
you.
since the way the sending stones work, I can send a message back.
Yes.
So I'm gonna send a message to Ruby. Keep the zip line secure. Torin's coming now.
Okay, she's going to try to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down.
Hey, I just realized if this works, Bird
Oh.
Boy will experience
How
flight
are you
again.
going down now? Are you just climbing
Experience
the
flight.
Again.
What was that, Ender? I couldn't hear you.
How are you going down though? Are you just climbing the rope? What are you using as the other part of the zip line?
Basically, just climbing the rope. Gonna wrap, like, your hands and feet around it and shimmy down.
Oh, coat hanger.
Wait. I can offer an alternative.
Okay.
Where is it? I have 10 feet of chains. I have,
I feel like that's gonna...
Wait,
Break the
Bird
rope.
Boy has a blanket.
I have
If you have
some-
a blanket or strong fabric, I think you can just hold
But
it.
then again, then Bird Boy won't be able to use the blanket for himself.
Do you have a
I
sleeping
have
bag?
leather. I have leather.
Leather would be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna make leather handhold. Like,
Okay, do you have enough leather to make a handhold for everybody, though?
It's fine. Bird Boy has a blanket if
Probably.
he can't.
If I make a one-handed handhold, I should. That would be up to Ender, though.
Okay.
So, just
The
like
thing
a.
about
think-
zip lines is they usually don't run off of just leather being scraped onto the rope. They usually have some technology that lets it slide along
yeah.
easily.
Come on, on, have you never
a
seen that
handle. So
earlier?
you can sort of you grab onto the rope, you lift the hand with the leather, and then you bring it forward, pull down, and then you can grab onto the next part of rope.
Fair enough.
Oh, so he's basically shimmying his way down.
Just with
With-
help.
With help. So it might give him advantage or something. But I can
Alright.
imagine it would be better than just shimmying with your arms and legs wrapped around it. The question is, Ender, how many can I make? Because it's sort of like just a rectangle with handholds in it.
How much leather do you have?
It does actually not say.
Crap.
All I have listed is the word leather.
Where did you get
What?
it
Where it's from?
This is the one time I didn't add the details.
Where's it from?
I think it's from Ruby.
What are you guys doing in your free time?
Like, you bought it for to make Ruby's knife with?
I don't remember.
Actually, yeah, that might have been it. You might have got it for the handle.
So at the very least, it could fit one, but I don't know about the others.
Yeah, you could do it for one, but then you can't use it for the handle, really.
Okay, so
Well, you could shimmy down.
You
let's
could
see.
shimmy down. It's
Or
fine.
you can use it.
I have a bedroll. Can I tear that apart and make handholds out of that?
What?
My bedroll.
Oh.
So make a note of it. don't tell anyone.
Okay, you don't have a bedroll anymore. Go ahead.
Okay. It used up the entire bedroll?
No, but you can't sleep in that anymore.
You sure?
I mean, I guess you could try, but it'll probably have a lot of holes in it while you're sleeping.
Yeah. Kind of like my shirt, my jacket. I
Oh.
can patch it up later. So I'm just gonna write broken bedroll and then repair it later.
Hold up.
Just buy a new bedroll.
Phoebe. But
Okay,
when there's mending, he can help you fix your stuff.
Do you know how mending works?
Repairs a single break or tear an object. I mean, you like shirt and jacket and stuff.
Yeah, but he's like putting out whole sections. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking more about his like jacket and stuff.
Oh,
than
the jacket.
that.
The jacket was more. I just cut out pieces when I ran out of materials.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Same with the bedroll, essentially. So yeah, I'm making handholds out of bedroll. I now have a broken bedroll. I'll repair it eventually.
Poor bedroll.
Okay.
I give it to Torn.
Okay, let's do this then.
All right. You
Hopefully this gives advantage, because I don't think I'm allowed to sleep anymore.
get off.
that goes
You can sleep, you just can't sleep in a bedroll.
Do you ever sleep in a bedroll? Because don't you normally just meditate?
The trance? I don't know.
So it's like an elf's version of sleeping. It's technically not sleeping, but to them it is.
But do you need a
It's
bedroll for it? I don't think you do.
Oh, guess not.
I just think he sits cross-legged
On the pillow.
on the pillow.
That's really what it is, though.
Okay, so go ahead, Torn. Whatever Ender tells you now.
Yeah, what do we gotta do, Ender?
Okay, Torin, you get on the rope. Super easy. This hold that Antares made for you seems to make things feel very safe. But as soon as you get on, the rope kind of tugs a bit. Antares, good boy. Doxus and Flawed, make a strength check.
Oh no.
Ruby.
Why me?
What about Ruby?
9.
So the reason.
Oh, shit!
Ooh.
Damn.
Wow!
The reason why I wanted to send Torin as well, now since we have the zip line, guess what? He's gonna be able to hold the other side, and he has a very high strength.
Alright, so, so Torin seems a lot heavier than you guys were expecting, but Antares was fully prepared. He made sure, or actually, Doxus and Antares were pretty prepared. They made sure everyone was good to go, and you all kept the rope steady for him. Sorry, Ruby, you look at your
That's
Piton.
my first nat 20 in 3 sessions.
Oh no.
I'm glad it was on me.
An inch.
Sorry, what?
Your Piton hasn't moved an inch.
Yes!
Oh, that's because he's on our side. The weight isn't
Oh
to
no.
your side yet.
Oh no.
But it will be much lower down, so less damage if it does fall.
Okay.
Okay.
Torin, you start going
I
along
just
the road.
realized there's normally like 3 or 4 pitons on
As
an actual
Torin
rappel,
makes it
right?
closer to Ruby, it does get easier and easier as he gets farther away. Starts to put more weight on the Piton instead, and you make it all the way to Ruby. Ruby, again, the Piton doesn't move.
Yes!
Oh, good. Okay.
Yay!
Now,
We did good.
now Doxus.
So what now?
Oh,
Apparently, Doxus is going next.
What?
they were saying all the heavy people go first.
How are you
Yeah,
climbing this
We
rope?
want as much people holding it as possible.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
Wait, then who's holding it for me?
Doxus last, and then, wait, all.
Wait, but we want some strong people up here to hold it with the last.
Yeah, but we have multiple people. We have
Who's
Flaw,
going
we have
to
Ant-
hold it for the last
For the
person?
last
'cause
person.
No one else
Well,
gonna
Bird
be
Boy's
there.
going to be the last person because Bird Boy's the lightest, and since it's going to be lighter, less of a load on the Piton.
Oh, okay. I
But
see what you're saying.
what about the load on the other side? You're forgetting something.
Yeah, on the other side, we're going to have a lot of people to cover that too.
How? No one left will be there.
He's
Wait,
Ender's
wait,
talking
we
about
We
the
don't
top
have
of
a
the cliff.
Piton up here.
On
Do
the
we?
top side, Ender? Do you mean on the
Yeah.
top?
When
We
you guys
didn't
are
think of the
down,
pitons.
Who will be left to keep the last person up as they make their way down?
If we want to put it up where we are.
When it's the last person, it's going to be Bird Boy because Bird Boy has hollow bones.
He does
That
have
just
all
makes it
the-
easier to break!
Who will be the most likely to die? Perfect.
Is he going to like tie it again to
Hold on,
something?
why don't we just tie
The
it to
Piton
something?
is made for climbing.
Wait. Isn't it already tied to a rock up top?
Yeah.
It is pretty much tied to a rock. I'm sure there's a Piton too, right? Or is it just tied to a rock?
Ruby didn't leave one of her pitons.
I didn't think about pitoning it until I got to the bottom.
I said I
Okay.
have one. I can put it up where we are.
Okay,
Since
Doxus
it's
can piton it.
Piton on our side, we're gonna wrap it around a rock to just keep that slack tighten. There.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Good Boy's light enough. It should do fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Okay.
Okay, Doxus, good luck. Oh, you made it.
All right, everyone,
Hello,
make
Thorin.
another strength check.
Oh,
Everyone
God,
is still at the
because
top.
Dox is big. Oh, Doxus is huge, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh god, Antares.
Pounds.
No, guys, why?
Bird Boy is the strongest.
As soon as you get on, everyone lets go of the rope. They just can't handle the weight.
Oh no!
The rope around the rock tightens, and you guys can kind of hear cracks from
Do
the
we all
rock.
have a Piton?
But then the piton behind it doesn't even move an inch.
Good job, Doxus.
I
Good
think
job,
my-
Doxus.
Oh god.
I love how Doxus just saved himself without
Mm-hmm.
even.
We're gonna have so many fat jokes here.
FYI, I did actually look up how much weight pitons can carry, so...
And
Oh, you don't know. I'm just letting you guys know this is what would happen.
That's awesome.
there was no concern whatsoever in the first place.
Yeah, we didn't have to hold it. It's fine.
Ender is such.
Ender, you say you go climbing. Or at least
Yeah.
you did. How many
I used to go climbing. There's no climbing place in San Marcos.
Aw.
Oh, that sucks.
How many
Well, Dox sucks.
extra I guess pitons or supports they have to make it redundant and safer compared to what we're using now, which is the one on both sides.
One on both sides is actually sounds like something I would do.
Okay then.
Actually, there are definitely times where people feel safer using more, if they're doing something as stupid as what you're doing. But
Our whole life is stupid. It's
Like, we're
fine.
too stupid to know how many we need to feel safe.
Ender, don't you remember what our names are? We're the
Deviants
Deviants and dumbasses.
So,
uh,
what happened while I was grabbing more food?
Oh, we were
so
talking.
Justice, you make it all the way just fine.
Yay.
I'm a little curious how you're actually climbing this rope without legs.
I would have
you
wrapped my
don't
tail
need
around
legs.
the rope.
You don't need legs. That's
What
what
I'm
I'm
kind of imagining is probably awkward for you.
Hey.
Well, let me put it this
But
way.
you make it down.
Let me put. Hello?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. I thought my mic wasn't transmitting. I'm
No.
gonna put it this way. The weight is on the arms, and the handle I made, you lift it a little bit, push it forward, let it drop, and then you move your other hand to grab onto the rope. It has no need for the legs.
Okay, but you know how people and climbing works. If your legs are dangling or your tail is dangling, imagine
Wait,
how
not-
scary that is and uncomfortable that is.
Well, just think of it like a branch. You're kind of
Don't
just
worry, Doc,
wrapped around it, and you're going down.
There we go.
That has been part of their body the entire time. I'm sure they won't fall off.
it's fine.
You want an uncomfortable, angry snake in your party?
Yeah.
We already always do. So.
Even more so.
Honestly.
Okay,
Alright.
so next is flawed.
All right, please don't. This work. Okay.
Alright,
What about
I
Solange?
guess
Should we do
Enterus and
Solange
Bird Boy,
next?
you guys can make a strength check if you want.
I mean, better safe than sorry.
Hold up. Let me.
I don't care if it means nothing.
Oh,
There's
Bird Boy
a
did
1%
nice.
chance, then I'm gonna make sure.
Enterus, you grab the rope, but then you feel a scratch on your back on that spot that you can't really reach, and you let go and start to scratch, but you can't really reach. And Flawed just keeps going, but Bird Boy, you seem to have a hold on it already, so he seems fine.
This is out of character? Bird Boy, can you help me with it?
Should we send Solara next?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Thank
and they're-
She's pretty heavy as well. Heavy
Okay.
flawed, so we forgot to do the heaviest first method.
Yep. Good luck.
That was part of the whole forgot part of the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, I want to say you guys all just make it through safely. You guys already found out that the pitons aren't moving.
Yay.
Wait,
This-
now can we know the secret of how much a piton can hold?
Fine. About 4,000 pounds.
4,000.
Wow.
3 to
I think
4,000.
I think it's
Yeah.
more on the rock then at that point than the piton.
Hmm?
Like,
Wouldn't
is
it
the
be
rock
more a
really
matter of the rock than the piton at that point?
Yeah,
Because
it would be
pigeons
more
think
about
they
the rocks.
stable.
But this is a mountain, and I'd imagine you guys put it in a good place, and not in like a very
No, we just tied it to a sapling. What's wrong?
right.
I feel like Ruby would have found a secure place. She's used to rocks and stone.
Yeah, I'd imagine Enterus and Ruby could probably have a bit of enough common sense to know where to put these.
Well, also, Antares did live in the mountains, didn't he?
Not
that
really
Or were they on
mountains.
the other side?
Those aren't really mountains. They're like,
When
It's
you
like
described
high
it-
up city. It's hard to explain.
Okay. Well, still, I'm sure there would have been plenty of use for pittance back then. Back there. So there.
Maybe. Anyway,
Well,
you
they
guys
both
made
were-
it across. You guys are over the first hill. Which seems a lot lower than the previous area or platform you guys were at. About 50 feet lower, maybe. And about a ways off, there's still some difficult terrain ahead of you that you guys will have to get across. But for the most part, it doesn't look that bad.
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah.
Enterus, you can go ahead and make your perception check with that now that you're a little closer.
Okay.
Remind me what you were looking for, though.
Specifically, are we higher than that area still?
Which area?
The area we're going to. Our end location, our destination.
So you're higher than the bottom of the ravine.
Okay, so we would be above the ambush spots, sorta?
At the moment, you're a little under where the ambush spots. Hold on. You haven't made your perception check yet.
That's what I'm talking about.
Go ahead and make that perception check.
Because I'm trying to make that understand that, because my whole goal here is to figure out if there's an ambush prepared.
Right. Okay, go ahead and check.
14.
You look off in the distance, you see a lot of ledges that would be good to hide in, and like you look at them and like, oh yeah, I could definitely set up an ambush there. That would be great, but you don't really see anything.
I don't see anything in any of the good ambush spots? No movement? or anything?
Doesn't look like it. Not really sure though.
I don't hear a cave dude sneeze.
Right? Yeah, no, you don't. Alright.
Maybe you should talk about him. Then he'll sneeze. Hey,
Yeah.
someone got it. That's awesome.
Yeah, what
I'm
were you
trying to
gonna
just
say
give a
about him?
bland look to Ruby.
Hmm?
What?
What do you do to Ruby?
I'm just giving a bland look.
Oh,
What?
For the joke.
he's glaring
Oh.
at you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. I guess that's now in character.
It's less of a glare and more just...
That was supposed to be an out-of-character
Seriously?
joke. I'm just stupid. D-Cat's stupid, not Ruby.
Ah.
I mean, they both can be. It's not a competition.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys can go through this area a lot easier than the first two obstacles. It takes a little bit of a climbing through. This is still a good bit of ways off. You could definitely see where the what was it? Where the ravine is.
I
But
swear,
it's like-
there's not a single cave guy in here.
You don't know yet.
No, but I'm just saying, I swear, if there isn't even a single one, and we just went through all this trouble, which was, I think an hour and a half?
Yep.
To, get here?
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, you guys
One way to
spend
find out.
a couple. I'd say it takes about a little over 2 hours to kind of get through the bottom of this area to kind of climb over all these rocky hills and stuff to get over to where the ravine is. Where the bottom of the ravine is a lot more flat, but it's still rocky.
What time is it?
A little past noon. It's not that bad.
At this point in time, would the cave guys generally be hunting, or what?
You
D-
don't
How would you know their schedule?
Generally,
Like, oh yeah.
generally, creatures generally will either hunt during the day or during night or other times.
You have never actually seen one of these creatures. You really sure?
Okay.
If they're cave dwellers, they probably don't like light.
I was feeling that too. They're nocturnal, is what I would assume.
I mean,
Alright.
I'm sure Torin would probably know then, since he's
Yeah, I did hunt them. I feel like I should know this, and we discussed how their eyes are very small. I would assume that that's
Yeah.
a darkness
So
trait.
if you ask Torin, he could tell you they probably never leave the cave.
Yes, they do not leave the cave.
I can't fully imagine them
Usually,
taking advantage
sorry.
of that ambush.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
We went through all that trouble to avoid an ambush.
We weren't trying to avoid an ambush. We were trying
just
to go
trying to
a
get
route that
here.
wasn't going to murder us.
I mean, we had two obvious choices, and we could have gone around to take a look for a third choice, but one was going up huge mountains, and we saw how that ended last time. This way
Pretty
was
well,
this way
thank you
we
so
had one dangerous point of getting down instead of going across.
And a point where Ruby almost fell off the mountain.
Fine.
It's fine.
She survived. It's fine.
No one saw that except Ruby,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Did Flawed see that?
And flawed.
Did Flawed see that?
I saw that. I was
I don't think Flaw saw that because
Oh,
he
no,
looked
but-
after Ruby
I
was
don't
down.
think he was looking at that point.
Yes.
In
Knowing
spirit.
that Ruby knows that Ruby
Flawed
almost
thought
died.
in spirit.
Exactly. I could sense it.
He felt it.
Even my soul.
There was a disturbance in the force.
Oh, I can't believe Flawed is force sensitive.
So you guys are right outside.
Well,
of
look
this
at them.
ravine.
They are definitely that one race. I don't remember. Blue with the rings.
I don't remember either.
Yellow
Don't ask
rings.
me.
Sketchy.
Yeah, sure.
I wasn't talking about what the race. But...
Oh, that's interesting.
I love it. I can't stop
I
laughing.
did tell you guys that these Yetis have armor, right?
Yeah, I haven't decided how the armor is going to look, so I just kind of gave it shoulder pads, and I'll decide it later. This is an initial sketch.
Okay.
I'm loving that the face right now to me looks like Toothless from How to Tame Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Guys,
Where is this?
I
In
think
art.
I think I based it off of a gecko. And
Oh,
the
that's
Yeti is
adorable.
based off a gorilla.
Oh my god. I just pulled it up.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
God.
everything about that.
No. For the love of everything that is unholy.
Did I mention this is why I love D&D? We get these beautiful masterpieces.
Right.
The only reason you love D&D is because you can get cool art out of it.
I mean, yeah, seeing art of your adventure, kind of awesome.
Okay, so you guys are at the entrance of the bottom of a ravine.
Them being the exit of the bottom of a ravine, I guess.
Would it be the exit?
So it literally, that didn't mean anything. I said nonsense. Don't acknowledge it.
Okay. I guess if you guys are leaving, then yeah, it would.
No, I didn't say any.
What are you guys doing? How are you guys finding a cave?
We're
Or
looking
how are
for
you
a
guys
big
finding
hole.
these guys?
Looking for a cave? Our eyes and our amazing outdoor senses that we've developed. All of us. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We're looking for a big hole.
Mm-hmm.
someone other than Antares, make
Yeah.
a perception check.
Does anybody have decent perception? Because
Oh,
mine
what
is
my
not.
perception? Oh, I got +2. Does anyone have
That's-
better than that?
I got
Nope.
+1.
No.
I'm +6, but I'm not allowed for some reason.
You
I-
just used yours.
So 14 wasn't enough?
Here, 19.
Ooh,
Okay, how
nice.
is it up?
Okay. So as Enterus starts looking around, you're seeing all those spots of where things could hide, but you're not seeing any caves, especially at the angle. But then Ruby comes in and
Bird boy.
starts seeing these outlines
You mean
of
Bird
Bird boy.
who'd I say?
Ruby. Ruby
Oops,
didn't
I'm
even
sorry.
look.
I'm sorry. Bird Boy comes over and starts seeing these outlines of areas that kind of look like just indents in the walls of where you could hide, but she sees shadows and she points out that they're probably caves. They're just hard to see because the angle you guys are at.
Bird boy is he.
I mean,
You
wouldn't
s-
Torin already know where the caves are?
You know of one farther down the ravine. There's one high up to the left. Yeah, a little farther in. Bird Boy, what you're seeing is you're seeing a couple of caves where you are right now. You're seeing one kind of hiding beneath a couple of rocks to your right, higher up, and you're seeing one actually fairly close to the bottom, to the left.
Okay.
So far, though, that's what. Yeah, those are all the caves you're seeing. Oh, with your 19, you actually see some movement near one of those caves. The one to your right.
Okay, then I point out the movement. Just I point at it.
You don't say anything. You don't use your book. Just point.
That's because I
Okay.
don't talk.
And Perez is gonna look into it. Does he see the movement now that it's pointed out?
The movement seems to be gone. You missed it.
I'm going to trust Bird Boy, and I'm gonna head towards it.
Yeah,
Alright.
trust the baby.
You sure you're not imagining things, Bird boy?
He looks very upset at you.
Even Antares trusted Bird Boy. Are you?
Yeah, he's very hurt by that accusation.
Alright, so you guys just climbing up here, checking out the cave, or?
Antares is going to ask for the Yeti bomb.
Are we sure there is cave fishers in here?
I'm going to go in, and if I see any, I'm gonna throw it and run.
Fair plan. I will hand enter as a Yeti bomb.
Alright,
Okay.
you got a Yeti bomb.
Antares is going into the cave.
Okay, it's
Oh my
high
god, I'm
up.
glad I'm not the only one who thought it.
It's high up. You
just
gotta
look on
climb
that.
the side of this
You-
ravine to get up there. Go ahead and make an athletics check to try and get up there.
Before that, I am going to wrap the Yeti bomb carefully and snugly in the broken bedroll.
There you go. Okay, go ahead.
I am not taking any precautions in that. You said athletics?
Yeah, this would be athletics.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you wrap up your Yeti bomb and your torn up bedroll, and then you start climbing, and you make it look easy.
Is there any more difficult terrain? By the way, is Ruby looking at him jealous?
No, not really.
We don't give no shits.
Most of this area is difficult terrain, yes. You get up there, and now that you're actually up there, you see the cave very clearly, and you weren't able to see this before because it seems that there's like cliffs and like jagged rocks kind of in the way of being able to see it. But you're like right at the entrance now. pretty big opening, and it looks like it goes pretty deep. You don't see movement right
what
now.
I'm looking for generally is anything that's unnatural. So rocks and stuff don't really care about, but anything that sticks out and probably shouldn't be there or is moving.
Okay.
Or do we make us be quiet?
Are you going to go a little bit in the cave first,
Oh, yeah,
or are
yeah.
you going? Oh, you
I'm
are.
going in.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Maybe don't go in the cave alone. So we should go in with you. Dennis.
What? Celeste?
15.
We probably shouldn't have had him go alone. It's fine. It's already happened.
I mean, I didn't hear anyone say they were following him. So,
And I am ready to run.
15. You go in, and let me look at this real quick, actually. Nope, not that.
You got really quiet.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I have to check because
That's unnerving.
Oh, God.
It's gonna.
When the DM says,
Okay.
that's interesting, that's always
Yeah.
So
unnerving.
you look around, it looks like a pretty normal cave, and it seems like it goes in pretty deep. And then, like, you can't really see that far into it, though, because it, like, curves. It looks like it goes down a lot as well.
I'm going to keep
But-
very attentive
wait,
in case I'm going to
wait.
get stopped.
You also see something crawl down in there.
Did I see what it was? Or anything at all that
You
would
see a glimpse of, like, a tail. The tail kind of looks like, So is that, and then it kind of looks like,
like a
crap,
scorpion
that's way too big.
or a crab arm.
Why does that look like
Well, it
very
kinda looks like
us?
Huh?
I
That's-
don't see it.
It's up
I
above the
don't
mountain
see it
peaks.
at all.
Oh, it kind of looks like that. I'm very bad at drawing with this.
Okay.
Mouses are hard to draw with.
Yes, they are.
I'm going to hold the Yeti bomb, and I am going to approach, but I'm keeping my guard up real high.
Okay, So you go in farther to the cave. As you kind of look around this corner, you see that the cave continues. It turns, and then it kind of like drops. Drops about 10 feet, and then the cave continues going forward.
And I don't hear this creature moving.
No, you don't actually hear this creature. But
Um,
it's very dark in there.
I am
Dark, so
going
you can't hear.
to
Right.
Andros, you want backup in this cave.
What I'm
Yes,
going to
I
do-
haven't
I'm going
heard
to
that
do-
anyone's going up there.
well, I can't even hear you guys, so.
He's on his own right now.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab my my tinder box, start a light, cast control flames, and this time I'm going to try and understand this. So I'm pretty much gonna brighten up the area and toss the tinder into the down there.
Okay.
See what happens.
So,
Yeah, you can double the area of bright light.
you toss it in, and from your angle, it's really hard to see what's actually in there because it does
But these things get
drop 10
blinded.
feet, but then the cave continues in, so you have to like peek your head in to really see what's going on in farther in that cave.
Generally, what I'm expecting is if there's creatures in there, and they are the creatures that we're looking for, they avoid bright light. That's practically 100% confirmed because of the fact that small eyes, always in caves, all this other stuff, does not make them naturally good with light. So this
Right. You can't
brightness would probably cause them to make out a sound.
you can't tell if there's something in there avoiding this light unless you peek your head in. You can go ahead and make a perception check.
Is it going to make any sounds from that happening?
You don't know yet.
14.
You don't hear anything.
I'm going to double back, peek my head out, and then pretty much call, Ruby, can you get over here?
Ruby, you going?
Ruby went on BRB in the chat.
Oh. Oh no, I just saw that.
The reason why I chose Ruby is because tough terrain plus acrobatics, because rogue.
Right.
Not because of that.
Ruby, we need you.
You need me. Okay.
Yes, I called upon you immediately as you left.
Oh my god. Okay.
Ruby, if you're going to go help out Antares, go ahead and make athletics to climb the side of the ravine.
Let's hope this ends better than last time.
Everyone's watching.
Go ahead and add a +2 for the pittance.
So would that be a +1 after my -1?
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
12.
You fumble a bit, but you eventually make it up.
That's fine.
Okay. Antares is going to bring Ruby back and say pretty much he saw movement, but not enough to confirm anything, so...
Okay. So we need to go in deeper.
Yeah, and
Ruby...
I don't want to get everyone there, I
Yep.
just want people who can run.
Ruby is going to use Pass Without a Trace. Or, sorry, Merge with Stone. So,
Right.
everyone who's with us, which sounds like it's just Antares and myself, gets a +10, I want? Yes, +10 bonus to
+10 to stealth.
Dexterity Stealth. Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
That's-
As we go down, there's already this immediate bright light.
Yeah, so Ruby, you go deeper into the cave, and the cave kind of like turns to the right, and then when you poke your head to the right, the cave drops down about 10 feet, and then continues going forward some more, and it's very dark down there. Except, it would be dark, except there's a match that seems very bright for being a match.
Ruby,
And spread out that
Ruby's
area.
Ruby's right eye just twitches when she sees a lit match. Throwing everything into bright light.
I don't see
Right, what are you going to hide behind down there?
Well, the plan was darkness. So I guess we are doing less hiding and more being quiet.
more paying attention to the sound they make.
Right.
Because they're gonna probably just alert us, so we're gonna be throwing a bottle on them anyways, so we might as well just throw it and run rather than hide.
Well, once we find them, yes.
Okay.
Either way, let's keep going.
Okay, we keep going.
So you jump down into this 10-foot hole?
Will it be difficult to get back up?
10 feet.
It'll take a athletics check.
I'm gonna ask Ruby for a piton.
She'll pass 1 to Antares.
I'm gonna put the piton about a bit higher than halfway up, so that way it should probably help it climb.
Bit higher than halfway up? Why not?
So around 6 feet up.
Wait. How's that gonna help if you could just reach the top of the
foothold.
piton?
A foothold.
You could... Okay, how's this? Putting the piton on the wall of the cave over the gap of the hole.
Anything that really just helps. I was just thinking, if there was a foothold, it would probably make it a bit easier.
A foothold.
Or pitons
Okay,
even...
you could do that.
Okay.
6 feet up. Good to know.
Because generally when you're getting up from climbing, getting up from the prone position after climbing is generally harder.
Alright. Ruby, you jump down. I want you to make a perception check as soon as you get down.
Oh, fun. 2.
Yeah, you jump down,
The
and
lights
where
flash.
you're standing is fairly bright, but then you look down into the cave, and it's still very dark.
I'm gonna go with and
Alright, are you guys trying to stay steady or stealthy?
Yes.
a bit, yeah,
We're trying to not make noise.
pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, if these things see the lights, they're gonna be more blinded than anything else, so we get the advantage of that.
Looks
Go
at my
ahead
roll.
and make a stealth check, both of you.
What's the bonus?
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Okay, so
20 plus 16.
disadvantage plus 12.
I don't think Ruby can fail a
30?
stealth check. Okay.
I love stealth.
Yeah, I think I passed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where did you get
7
the
plus
second
12.
D?
Because I have disadvantage on stealth.
Oh, okay.
Skill
Okay.
now.
Good to know. Alright, so you guys feel stealthy. You're going down this dark cave. Antares has dark vision, I believe, but Ruby,
Yeah.
you don't. So
does
I'd
not.
imagine you're staying very close to Antares.
Yep.
Alright.
I
You get
swear, if you
farther
baited
into
me, I'd
this
kill you.
cave, and who's going first?
Antares.
That's
Okay.
fine. Ruby's not gonna argue with that. Although she is staying within arm's reach. Actually, she's probably just grabbing the back of one of his hands.
Oh, okay.
She's
Did I
she's
imagine that you had,
learned
like a father and daughter?
she's learned to stay away from exposed areas by herself.
Right?
At this point.
Getting snatched by a Yeti.
Is Antares
Twice?
fine to hold his hand?
Hmm?
Is Antares just fine with it, just holding his hand?
What is this new attack?
Alright, as you guys go deeper into the cave, you go about 10 feet in, it seems like, after you go 10 feet in, you can see another drop in the distance. It looks like the cave goes deeper in.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
As you continue, though, Antares, you feel a tug on your shirt.
I'm immediately looking.
You look, and it looks like your shirt is stuck to the wall. Ruby, you see this too. His shirt's kind of stuck to the wall.
A very interesting attack.
I mean, he's not wrong with this one.
I didn't know you had a spell like this, Ruby.
I don't.
Oh boy. I'm
That's
going.
when you roll initiative.
First of all, I'm going to pull away.
Okay, make a strength check.
Oh God.
It was
Yes,
a slight
yes,
tug,
yes,
and now it's forcing me to stay still. Let's see. Plus
Apparently, this stuff is pretty strong.
8.
You can't get your shirt free. Okay. You try to
simple
pull free
solution.
and it just won't budge.
Okay, Ruby's just.
Hold up. I'm just gonna grab my dagger and cut my shirt.
That was actually what
Okay.
Ruby was about to do, so that's fine.
Who needs clothing?
Just another
Uh,
patch to fill in.
Tiny bit of a shirt's not a big deal.
And now that you see what is actually attached to your shirt, now that you're not attached to it anymore, you see a line of like this gooey column, kind of looks like it looks like a thick gooey spider string, kind of.
Interesting.
It kind of like hangs down from the ceiling.
Anyone else thinking fire?
Ruby?
Anybody else thinking throw this goddamn Yeti bomb?
Ruby?
Yes.
Go get Torn. Antares is gonna back up a bit and just keep guard pretty much. He would be the expert in this. We don't actually know what this is. We may be at the wrong area. We may just be able to substitute with this. We don't know yet. So why don't we go get Torin? Who
The
seems
path
to be
has
that...
been fairly straightforward correct?
Yeah, so far.
Okay, good. Ruby will look.
I don't think you would have a problem with complicated paths, considering you lived in a mountain.
Well,
With
it
your grandfather?
was lit up. It's a little dark in this one.
Follow the match light.
Anyways, would you be okay without being quiet?
Does it really matter? You'll be back in a minute. And if anything goes wrong, I can run.
Okay, Ruby's going to start working her way back out.
Okay.
I'm just staying there a bit distance from that web stuff, but
Ruby, you start making your way out.
I don't like this.
With your perception, you don't see anything. But Antares, as you see Movie start making her way out, you do...
movie?
Sorry. Antares, as you see Ruby making her way out, you see a claw kind of reach down from the ceiling. This claw seems... how big are these things?
Why didn't we look up?
Why would you?
Ah, boy.
This thing?
Bugs.
Oh,
Bug
do
monsters
we only have
always
one of
come
these
from
bombs?
above.
Do we only have one Yeti bomb? For the whole group?
you got one with you.
Torin
I
has
have-
more.
Or have multiple, is what I'm asking.
You said he gave me 3, did you not?
2.
2?
Antares 1.
Okay. So I have 1 and Enterez has 1?
No, you only gave him 1, so you still have 2.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what I was asking. He gave me 3 originally.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna
Okay.
just prepare to throw this thing. If it shows its face, I'm gonna throw it right into the eyes.
So this creature is supposed to be 2.1 meters long, so how big would that claw be? I don't know. It's probably bigger than your head. Yeah.
So is it coming down over Antares?
It reaches down, and you don't see this. It seems like it starts reaching down behind you. You keep running. Enterus sees it, and it kind of turns and does take a snap at Enterus.
Oh, thank God. I mean, rip Antares.
Yeah, thank God. No, I'm
so
fine with
this
this. I probably have a higher AC.
probably.
Maybe?
Alright, I figured it out. So it tries to grab you. Does a 19 hit?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Shit. Okay.
Who knew? Alright. It strikes its claw at you and does 2d6 plus 3.
Oh boy.
Well, the damn.
Guys, it was fun.
Oh, wait a minute.
It was
That
fun.
was only 1d6. Okay, 12 points of slashing damage.
It was fun, guys.
And then you feel... Well, hold on, I gotta
Easy.
make sure that hits first.
You feel wounds.
It doesn't matter, because if there's anything on top of that, I'm dead.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay. You get pinched by this big claw that seems to be bigger than your head. Then you see another claw on the other side try to swipe at you, but you barely just duck out of the way just in time. And
So I want to
then...
point this out. I have 1 hit point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why did you go into this cave?
He didn't have 1 hit point initially, I'm assuming. You got
I had 13.
And now you look up and you see this very creepy looking scorpion creature.
Yeah, I'm throwing this shit in his face.
Okay. You throw it in his face.
Can
This
I make
thing's
it...
above you, by the way.
Can I do something?
What?
Look at you.
It's a spell. Called Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
That sounds good. What does it do?
First of all, you throw this glass orb of gooey liquid in its face and gets all over its face, but some of it splashes on you.
I don't care.
Oh.
I have a question. Does this allow me to... Does that count as some sort of disengage because I'm blind in it?
I'll give it to you.
I'm using Expeditious Retreat for my bonus action. That is level 1 transmutation spell. And
Okay.
I can use both my turns, I can do dash action.
Wait, what do you mean by both your turns?
I can use it as an action and a bonus action to dash.
Okay, so I'd say you can use your bonus action here to disengage only because of the combination of Expeditious Retreat and the
Blind.
goo in his eyes, in his very small eyes.
And I'm sprinting back.
Yeah. Make an athletics check to get over that,
10 foot.
yeah, that 10 foot.
Athletic.
The DC's a little easier with the Pitten, but not by much.
Well, I just wanted it to be any bit easier because I got a 20.
Yeah, you make it over just fine. You
I vault
Sweet.
over the entire 10-foot thing.
right?
Uh-oh.
Ruby, you don't even know anything's wrong yet.
Do you see me run past Ruby, or is Ruby ahead of me?
Ruby's ahead of you.
Okay.
Ruby
Oh
is
my
very
God.
fast.
Okay,
Ruby,
yeah,
you get out of the cave first. What are you doing?
She's going to do a... Basically, she's going to run and slide down the cliff, or not the cliff, the hillside, down towards the group.
Make an acrobatics check to look cool.
Yes!
Yes.
Not one. Not one.
Critical roll.
Not one.
Right?
It's fine. 12.
You
Could have been
try
worse.
to slide down at the side of this ravine. You instantly trip, and you just roll down.
Jeez! On a 12? Okay.
This is like a wall.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, I guess you'll try to recover and pick herself up at the bottom.
I mean, that should be easy enough for you. You have that 1 feet, right?
Yep, difficult terrain.
And you go right back to running and act like nothing happened.
Yep.
At least you stuck the landing.
Yes. She's going to stop by Torin and say, Antris needs, wanted your help in the cave. Do you know anything about, weird webs? Are we in the right place?
Yeah, those are the cave fishers' webs. They shoot like a silk, like a spider web.
Okay,
And
maybe
about at this point, do I just jump out of the cave?
Yeah, about this point you jump out of the cave pretty much.
Maybe we should go help. And he just jumps.
Actually, as you jump out of this cave, you guys smell something. It smells like something died
Oh.
coming from Antares. And you guys are still kind of far.
Oh no.
So this is a strong smell.
So here's the thing.
Antris is about to get mauled to death.
Entres, you better get that shirt off.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. After I get as far away from that thing as possible. So, can I make actions again?
Well, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna dash to the group and throw my shirt just off. Somewhere.
Throw
Okay.
it back towards the cave.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the cave right now.
Okay,
Thank you
you
very much.
throw
I'm
off
running
your
to you.
shirt and you start running towards the group. He still stinks.
Oh.
Easily.
So does his
Yeah,
shirt
that-
fall
that,
off.
that actually is natural, though. It's just
It naturally smells like
That's
death.
his natural musk.
Oh my god.
He doesn't make
Great cologne.
not often. Not often, no.
That's Sex Panther.
Oh god.
Oh,
No. Just God, no.
80% of the time, it works every time.
but 80% of the time it works every time. Then it's just 80% of the time.
You have not seen that movie, I'm guessing? Anchorman.
Okay, so what's happening now?
Right now, you guys are back in a group. One of you
Covered.
stinks. And
Yeah, I think
Yeti's
I found it.
The hell did you do, Antris? She says, pinching her nose.
Antros is just gonna show the wound.
Oh, okay, that's
Good
not
job.
great.
wait, you're
I-
showing what?
The
Showing the
pincer
wound, right?
wound.
Yeah.
Do we know, like, is there any sign of this, like, gunk on him? Like, something we can wash off?
This does seem to be some gooey substance that
It's
seems
very
to be
viscous.
there, but
Okay, can I, like, try and empty my water skin, like, on it and see if it helps?
alright, so you're like trying to wash it off of him?
Yeah.
Alright,
We
you,
don't want the Yetis to attack us.
you try and wash it off of him, you get the goop off, and like, he still kind of smells though, and you smell your hand, now your hand smells, and
Oh no!
Let's rub some dirt into it to try and mask the smell.
Well, do you actually do that?
Yeah.
My skin, where I was washed, looks so unnatural, and then once you do rub dirt on it, it just looks like every other part of my skin again.
Oh my
We
god.
recamouflaged you.
Also possibly infected it, but okay.
Dirtied
It's
up.
fine.
Well,
yeah, Enterus is pretty hurt, by the way. He probably looks
yeah,
very
Bud Boy, Bud
It's
Boy's-
fine.
Hey, look, I got a -1 in medicine, so does anybody have anything
Yeah,
better
Bud
than that?
Boy's gonna give him a touch and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, so
Okay,
I don't have
go
to pass
ahead
all
and
my
roll
time.
your cure wounds.
1d8 plus 2.
I was concerned that I'd have to cast False Life on myself and use my last spell slot.
Okay.
Okay, you kid 6.
Okay, I have 7 hit points.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a bit better.
Something. I have this spell called Prestidigitation, and it doesn't specifically say I can get rid of smells. It does say that I can create a smell, create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect. So what's like the opposite?
You're trying to make me smell.
So you're trying to mask the smell with something else, correct?
Yep. Voodoo Yeti's not like a flower.
Mask it with the smell of yourself.
Wait, this is a Yeti though.
I want the Yetis to not eat him. It smells like death, therefore the Yetis are gonna run and eat it, right?
Yeah, because that was from the Yeti bomb.
Okay.
Wait.
So Lilac.
Didn't Solara say that Flawed stinks? Flawed, make me smell like
Make you... Oh my god.
Well,
You're trying to make yourself smell like evil.
I am not making you smell like evil. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna make us smell like lilacs.
does the lilac overpower the smell of this thing?
Yeah, you guys can still smell it,
I think you
and
need a
there's some
stronger.
lilac kind of mixed into it as well now.
I think you need a
Darn.
stronger scent.
This is my only strategy.
Well, I'm dead.
Hold on. Okay, wait, I found something more useful. Prestidigitation can instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. Find the source of the smell and clean it.
So,
Remove.
do you do this?
You could try.
Okay, so first I'm going to try casting it on my hand to clean where I touched him and I got some of the stink on me.
Wow.
Okay, you do
It
that.
works.
It looks like it helps, but it's very deep in there, and you still smell it. It looks like it's going to take some... It's going to take a little bit more cleaning than that.
Magical cleaning?
Maybe you
Like-
should just accept your
It's
fate.
literally
and move on.
magical cleaning, I think.
You need to, keep it on there for a second.
Cut the arm
If
off.
that makes sense.
Repeatedly cast it. If once doesn't work, just cast it 50 times.
It's a cantrip, I might as well.
Yeah,
It
I'd
doesn't really
imagine
help.
it's very easy.
Okay, I'll do that a few times, but we're in a time crunch, and if it takes that long for my hand, how long will it take to... We don't even... It could be all over him.
Answers is just gonna collapse and I'm not sure yet.
Alright.
I think I'm just gonna prepare. I'm gonna prepare something.
After a second, you get your hand, clean. You guys see the scorpion-like creature kind of start crawling out of the cave to look at you.
No.
Then it kind of just stops for a second, like wants to go for you, but then like stops and like hesitates, stops. And then
Hey,
soon
Bert.
after, you see a yeti jump on it.
Yeah.
See a yeti jump on it and just start ripping into it. How much hit points is this?
Oh no, Entris!
Okay, I'm gonna... Now that my hand is good, I'm gonna try working on Andreas.
Okay.
Work faster.
Someone can go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm just laying down on the floor face up, like, well,
Anybody have better perception than me?
yeah, me.
I mean, I can try.
Holy shit!
We are the best!
Huh.
We are the absolute most perceptive group.
You guys think
Wow.
Yeti?
Wow.
I guess I'll give it a shot.
Here. We got 2 nat 1s and nat 2.
Oh.
Let me see what my perception is.
2 nat 1s and a nat 2.
So at a certain point, when a lot of people, you got low too. So at a certain point,
I got higher.
everyone starts rolling really low, and then we can't just have everyone just keep rolling until someone get something good, so it would
Well,
generally stop at
just
3 at
We have a
most.
limited number of people too.
Oh
So.
my god, that's hilarious.
But yeah, you roll low as well. You guys think that's the only Yeti?
Yep, it's
No,
fine.
Jesus.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna lay down here.
Still gonna try and clean him up though, because I feel like in the long run is going to come back and bite us.
Well,
Alright.
plus you're kind of probably sick of my set. No.
That too. Like, come on, really need to do some better hygiene. Let's be honest.
So you guys are like super worried about trying to get Enterus clean, and you're all kind of focusing on him.
And I'm just
But then
like,
suddenly, this big cave fisher kind of smacks down right next to you guys.
Oh, hello.
As if it was like thrown over to you, and then the Yeti jumps right back on and starts ripping into it. Right next to you.
Ruby's gonna scatter.
Can we get some space between us? Can we-
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
run.
you guys
run
could try
away
and
from
make
it.
some space. Whoever is closest to that, whoever was closest to that wall, I think Enterus was. So,
probably.
Flawed or Enterus, you would probably get a little bloody from.
Oh boy, let's see how much HP I have
Oh,
now.
no, that's bad. That's all bad.
Are we getting attacked? What's happening?
Is your blood acidic?
Their blood is flammable.
Well, flammable doesn't
Flammable?
necessarily immediately
No,
burst
it-
into
it-
flames.
No,
Come on,
but
Flawed.
I kind of spontaneous burst into flames sometimes.
Oh yeah, you
Also-
do.
did Enterus take that spell off where he was controlling flames? Did he? Is that a thing that's not happening anymore?
That's only non-magical flames,
Okay.
You also left it
and
in the
it's
cave.
also in the cave.
Okay. As long as you left it there, because I was under the impression you still had this fun
No
little ball of
one
fire
lights
with
Nope.
a flame near them.
yeah. So nobody.
was gonna burst into flames.
Sorry, Flawed, you can't use your magic.
Oh,
for
come
that
on.
Claude, why don't you just go cast Burning Hands on them?
bit.
Hey, I'll definitely do that. Yeah.
But,
Actually,
okay, the Yeti does have a lot of this blood on him now.
Let's maybe not try and torch the Yeti because, like,
Yeah.
that's a bad plan. These Yetis kind of have a little clan going on.
The whole point was that we were trying to help this weird person feed them.
Yeah. So let's not torch them. So
I could just torch the entire place.
the plan was to get some distance between us and this fight, right?
yep.
Yes, please.
Entrix, can you walk, or do we need to drag you?
But you skipped like carrying and just went to drag.
yeah.
Let me see.
He was gonna sacrifice me.
It's 10 minute concentration, so I can run.
Okay.
In fact, Bird Boy's super light, right?
Bird Boy
Yeah.
is very light.
Would carrying Bird Boy damage my because I do run like essentially 120 feet running.
What the hell?
I just lift a Bird Boy and run.
Actually, you run about 90 feet.
It's 2 dashes and I have 30 feet walking speed.
Yeah, so that would be 30, and then 30, and then 30. Which is
Yeah.
90.
So you want to pick up Bird Boy and just run for it?
So you have the same
Bird
movement
Boy's
speed
gonna
that
give me
Ruby
an
has.
or slowness.
It would half your movement speed.
Ruby's movement speed is 30.
Yeah, but you also have 2 dashes.
Oh.
It gives you 90.
Oh. Okay, 120.
Okay. No, it's
No,
90.
sorry.
You don't have
I'm
regular
being
movement
stupid.
speed.
You're
I
fine.
forgot to add
90.
that. These are the calculations. Okay. So 90 divided by 2.
So that's 45.
45. So it would be probably better than what Bird Boy already has. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Except Bird Boy could also dash, which gives him
He
60.
can dash one.
Yeah, then I'm going to just sprint 90 feet.
Wait, I'm not done cleaning you.
Just him.
Let's see if you can keep up.
Alright, so you guys start running away, and looking
Yeah.
back, you see 2 other Yetis close in into that area where you were, and they're all kind of looking for food.
Uh-oh.
Because
Are they
this one's that one's already taken.
Are they looking towards me though?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Good.
They'll probably find more in the cave.
They got no, but here's the thing: they got that scent from how far away?
And
they got here-
miles and miles away.
And they got here how quick? I don't think we can escape this
They
fate.
got there in like a minute or two.
Okay, so I'm
Maybe
just
they're trained not to attack
After-
people.
after getting 90 feet away, I'm just gonna collapse right back onto the ground and just live there for a little bit.
Okay, I was
Okay.
expecting you guys to keep running, but this is what
Yeah.
happened.
No.
Well,
Another
we keep running
Yeti,
without him.
another Yeti lands right in front of you guys. Big thump on the ground. This Yeti's huge, and it just kind of looks right over you guys.
Is the big nice one? There was that big nice one.
This is the biggest one, it seems. The 14-foot one.
Hey,
Okay.
you read this one. You could talk to it, right?
And then, what's his name? Oh, you guys don't know his name.
Oh god. Okay, Ruby's frozen in terror.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeti herder. He looks over the Yeti's shoulder. He looks down on you guys. Hey guys, this was all you could do? Just one?
Probably more in that cave. Right?
There was more
Yeah.
than one in that cave, wasn't there?
We don't know.
One is to like lower
No,
didn't
no, one
stay long
attacked.
enough.
But
One
here's the
attacked
thing:
and the Yeti attacked it, and then
they-
one dropped in front of us, so that was two.
They hunt
No, that was all one.
they hunt
No.
individually, but that doesn't mean they all live separately.
So, Mentis, they have
what?
two princes.
What?
They have
They-
two.
No, I
did
didn't
it-
hear you.
They have two pincers.
Yeah. So they attack once with each pincer.
I think I think
the Yeti attacked one, and then one dropped down from above in front of
It
us.
was the same one. He
The
threw
Yeti
it.
threw
Oh,
the
he
first
threw
one.
it. Okay, I didn't hear that.
You guys didn't see it because of your perceptions.
Oh, okay.
Excellent perception.
it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm just gonna
Um,
live.
So he kind of responds to your question earlier. I think it was something about luring them out or something. He kind of points up to the cave and he's like, "My Yetis can't really fit in those holes."
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh my god.
All right, who's ready to die?
No, we just
Is
agreed to find him food. We agreed to find him more than one food.
it too much? Is the big Yeti looking at me a bit too much?
The big Yeti does kind of like look over to you and kind of leans in and smells. It's like
yeah. Well, it was fun.
he's tempted, but something seems to be keeping him from attacking you.
Also, the Yeti hoodie's right there. Maybe he'd help.
You know?
For some reason, I doubt that.
I mean, he was one of the people who helped save us. So
I don't care anymore.
The Yetis look like they're done with their
died, so I'm just gonna lay here for a little bit, reevaluate my life, and come up with more inventions to make myself satisfied.
also
Actually, I
the
think
Yetis might
one
not be
of
able to
the-
defend up there, but the Yeti hoodie can, so he could do this himself now.
I think one of the Yetis starts inching towards you guys, smelling, and it's like he starts to get closer and closer. And then the bigger Yeti in front of you, he gets up to his full height and kind of growls at the other Yeti, and the other Yeti backs off.
Aw, what a nice friend. He's a
This
friend.
one. I suppose we could go and lure some. Anybody who else is not on the brink of death and wants to go and die?
No. I don't want to die, actually.
We don't have much of another option.
What I can do,
We have an option to go alone.
what I can do, Antares is gonna just look at who has the highest AC?
Tori
Solara and
or
Doxus.
Solara?
Or
Bird Boy has 18, so.
what about the new guy?
Bird Boy has 18.
New guy does not have a good AC.
Antares
He
has
has 18, but he also doesn't have much health and is the healer.
Antares has 17.
New guy has 17.
17 isn't bad. Mine is 12.
Mine's 13.
So
You
I'm,
don't know
isn't
what
bad.
class this guy is, though.
I'm thinking Doxus. Then I'm going to ask Doxus pretty much. You want to go lure them out? I can help you out a little bit.
You might want to stay near the big guy, Antares,
Oh, that's
so
fine.
he can protect you.
That's the plan.
Do you think could we perhaps I don't know
I have-
if you know behavior.
Oh
could,
shit! That
we
thing's only actually within 30 feet. Never mind.
do thaumaturgy gets like yell really loud into the opening of this cave, see if they just come out. Would that work? Is that a good plan?
No.
Oh. Okay.
No, never mind. I can't really do that. I was gonna cast Sanctuary on Doxus, but that's the 30 feet range.
Hmm. Unfortunate.
Yep.
Sanctuary!
Sanctuary is such a good spell, though. Yeah, no, you don't do damage.
I mean,
So what are you guys gonna do about this?
Flawed, couldn't you blast the entrance larger for the Yetis to fit?
Oh yes, I forgot how much fire is very good at destroying rock.
And also ignite in blood.
And igniting their blood. I mean, I could try.
That is
feel they
cover
might-
and flawed.
And I think it's a bad idea anyway. I don't think burning hands is going to actually pass the entrance.
Burning
of the
hands
rock.
will burn your hands once the heat heats up the blood.
Yeah, I could do something like shatter further in and see if that like gets all of their attention. But you guys didn't like my yelling plan either, so
What is
it's
chat?
bad.
I don't.
If shatter.
I'm just gonna. Antares is just gonna close his eyes somewhat.
I could go in. I could try shatter. It's something very loud, damaging, and maybe they would chase after me, and somebody else would make sure I don't die. And we throw the things at them so the Yetis take care of them, right? The plan?
That could work. I mean,
Plan.
we do have an easy way out,
We?
and there's a huge opening in the two areas in.
2 areas in.
Why don't I just cook them
Perfect.
with the marble?
Because the Yetis are supposed to eat them. I don't. If we.
I think I
also-
know what he's trying to say.
Do Yetis eat cooked meat?
No. I want to like throw the marble in there and set to a really high temperature.
We need to get the bodies out somehow.
That's not a terrible idea because they would probably flee. To be honest,
They
if
would
like their home
Probably
is
definitely.
home
'cause
is
that's
going
not-
to like a few thousand degrees, they're probably going to start running out.
How would you
It's not
get
like
the marble
anyone-
back?
I love
At
this
Doxus?
idea.
Doxus.
What?
Ducks.
Well, you send Doxus to get it back.
Can Doxus withstand a couple thousand
Yeah,
degrees?
he's fine.
I don't know how much he could withstand.
Or does K? Could K?
Hey, do you know how much heat you can take?
Just
Proper
take
food.
off all the stuff that would burn.
He used to live in a volcano.
Oh,
Yeah.
seriously?
Nice.
Well, volcano is enough to heat up tungsten. So yeah, this won't do jack diddly.
Welcome back, Ajax.
This won't do jack
Hi.
diddly shit. to dox
But
this.
Doxus just has to fucking
Not
Agreed.
take off all his stuff that would.
destroy his bow again.
Well, his bow doesn't have a string yet, but he just has to set the bow down,
Just put
hiss at
everything
us
on-
so
just-
that we know not to get close to it. And
Probably
then take
all
off
of
anything
their
else that would
accessories.
be
So are we
destroyed.
doing this or not? Are we doing this or not? Old man. Old man,
Okay.
do
Oh man, who?
do a fucking Yeti herder.
Is the Yeti hoodie old?
man.
He doesn't look that old.
I can only imagine him as old. Okay.
Isn't Antares the oldest one here?
Yep.
No.
No?
Definitely not.
Who's older than the elf?
Unless
This
the
is like
newest
really
one.
old.
Are Dragonborns older?
Doxus.
Doxus is older?
I don't know how old Doxus is.
I put 290, so
Hold up, let me check.
I thought it was around 3 something, but I guess I was wrong.
Antares is
I put 290.
Okay.
Doxus is an ancient.
description. Antares
I'm not
is-
ancient.
Oh shit.
290.
Doxus is older.
Yeah.
Antares is only
Doxus is the
120.
oldest. Doxus is the old man of the group.
Yep.
Why he's so grumpy?
Quick, how old
That's
is
why he's so grumpy, yeah.
Mint,
He's
how-
an
been
old
through some
man.
shit.
So what? All I'm just gonna say is, herder.
Heard
Do
it.
they eat cooked meat?
Sure.
I'm just gonna give Doxus the marble and whisper to Doxus the activation line, which I am going to actually whisper to Doxus. 1 second.
Are you been keeping it private? I thought, okay.
Yeah, apparently he has been.
Wasn't paying
Apparently,
attention.
he doesn't want anyone else to know.
Mint, how old is Bird Boy?
Mint is Mint. Mint is 22, but Bookboy
I mean-
is 20.
I've only
Is
been told
Ruby
it, and I
really
just
the
never-
youngest?
Nobody ever bothered
Yeah,
to ask.
Ruby's
So
the
I'm just
youngest, I
like,
think.
sure. I mean, it means less people that can be blackmailed for information or tortured for information. They'll just be tortured for information they don't have.
Perfect.
Gee,
Mm.
thanks.
Just in case.
I don't know how they're going to get it off of Bookboy, even if he does land.
Writing it down.
So I'm just going in, setting it
Bookboy
off,
can't
at
activate
going
the
out.
marble even if he knew it.
Yes, but to do and get to the deeper chamber where they actually are, I suppose.
That could prove problematic. Just throw it in. We'll grab it later.
Okay, sounds like you guys have a plan. So, I think this is a great
Hold up.
point. Hmm?
No,
I
can we
want-
stop?
I want to just say that it's a 2,000.
Okay.
Okay, you
I
guys know.
wanted to see how.
Now, I think it's a good point to end the session. You guys have a plan. You guys know what you're going to do next time. And it's getting late.
So
All
you're
of
giving
you
us a
Yeah.
week to forget the
Remember.
I
plan.
need
Yeah.
to sleep. I have work tomorrow.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I work
Yeah.
tomorrow as well.
Okay. Okay, guys. I think I've updated the scene now to make it a little easier for us to end this. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did so, we stream every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. CST-ish is our start time for D&D. Does anyone have anything else they want to say before we start the outro?
Potato.
Nope.
Potatoes, yes.
We are going to. I don't know if they like cooked meat, but they're going to be charred meat.
Anyways, guys,
I'm
if you'd
sure they'll
like to
enjoy
join us for other streams other than just the D&D streams, you can click down below beneath the stream to see my streaming schedule. I update that every Wednesday. Clicking that link will subscribe you. It's completely free, and it'll just pop up the Google Calendar. Anyways, that's going to be it for now. I'm DCat playing Ruby Wind with Celeste playing Flawed Caster.
Don't worry about it, DK.
Okay.
I said ring, did not pick up.
We've got our invisible friend Jess playing Solara, followed by Vero playing Kay.
See ya.
Mint with Bird Boy.
Wow.
Inlay with Anturis.
Pretty much the crazy mad scientist at this point.
And our lizard folk, Ajax playing.
Lizard?
Our friend
Wait,
lovely
this
lizard.
isn't a lizard?
Doxus is his name. Did I say Doxus? I meant Ajax
No.
playing Torin.
Oh, you
Oh, I
didn't
thought
even
you said
say-
focus in both the reptiles.
Well, he already mentioned Doxus, and then the only one he
Look,
didn't.
I'm not listening. I'm tired.
Wow, you don't even listen to your
I
friend.
don't pay attention to what you guys say.
And our DM Endernate. And we're
Stay-
signing out.
Oh.
Terrible.
That was